Basically, Hulk Hogan at the time doesn't really know what's going to be going on with Vince. He thinks that maybe he'll go off to Los Angeles and start making some Hollywood movies where he does the Suburban Commando as well as he does The Nanny. After I think he filmed one before, but his leave was WrestleMania 8 when he wrestled Sid Justice. He kind of said, "This is my last hurrah." He ended up coming back and doing WrestleMania 9, but that was kind of like a one-off kind of thing. He had never done anything like that. If you remember, he only did one episode of Monday Night Raw where he went and filmed like an interview saying that he would take the match, and him and Beefcake. They did a few interviews around the pool, which I think were actually at a movie set. So we did those kind of like on his break real fast. And then he did the one-day thing of WrestleMania 9. And that was it. At that point, WCW smells the blood in the water. The wrestling business in WWF is declining rapidly. It's not like at this point WCW is really sinking, but the margin of the gap between WWF and WCW is shrinking. That's just the way it was back in the day. The early 90s, that mid-period 90s, 93, 94, 95, it starts to pick up again because I think that's when Nitro comes around, but I'm not going to say it sucked because I still watched it and I love those shows, but it's bad. But WCW really decides to kick it up and they start their war. They start filming things with Disney on the MGM studios. That's basically when they reach out to Hulk Hogan. They give him a guaranteed money deal, and basically say, if you go to WWF, you're going to be given an opportunity. But Vince isn't there. You don't know what's going on. It's a whole lot of question marks. We're giving you this guaranteed money, where you're going to make it no matter what. You get hurt, this, that, or the other. You sell merch, you're going to make more. You're on a pay-per-view, you're going to make a big bulk of that. And the money that Turner threw, and Eric Bischoff, because that was the introduction to him on the documentary, was huge. Too big to turn down. I would have, found a way to get ready to wrestle if they called me up and said, "Hey, we want you to be there." And I think it meant a lot that Hogan could tell tides were turning in the WWF. They were starting to push different people. If he was to go back, would he be the main guy? Would he just be a legend that is getting a big match on the show, but he's not really carrying the belt? He's not the champion. WCW was going to make him the man. He comes in, he wrestles like 3 straight pay-per-views against Ric Flair. He starts having matches against Vader. They do the tie-in with Baywatch. It's big. I mean, it wasn't great because they really didn't have that great of an undercard, but that was good. So that's the end of episode 2.